uncovering the facts. The WCPO 9 I-Team. This is WCPO 9 News.
Thanks for joining us tonight for WCPO 9 News. I'm Bret Buganski. Excessive rain in some areas tonight, and depending on where you are, there is still that opportunity for those heavy downpours. So meteorologist Spinner has been tracking those storms all night long, and you have to wonder, Brandon, if this is going to put the events in pretty like the holiday weekend.
Yeah, tomorrow night, another chance at rain in the forecast as well, and we'll break that down in the full forecast just minutes away. Right now, widespread showers through northern Kentucky, southeast Indiana, especially in some spots that saw nearly 9 inches of rain this afternoon, and we're adding more moisture as this is coming in out of the south. Some lighter showers out towards the east of Cincinnati, a flood advisory stretching from Owen through Grant into southern portions of Boone, Kenton, and Campbell County.
Here in the Queen City, reporting at the bank, Jessica Hart, WCPO 9 News.
A man steals an airplane, and the man flew it in circles, threatening to crash it into a Walmart. So we're going to show you what happened next. And the Artemis rocket won't launch anytime soon. We're going to show you why it got canceled again and what the plan is now after the break.
This portion of WCPO 9 News is sponsored by the Ohio Department of Commerce.
We're not a city of hills, we're a city of hillsides. We're carved down by glacial meltwater. That creates steep slopes and hillside instability.
The scale of the landslide is clear.
The whole thing is rotating.
There's another fracture line opening up here.
We weren't even aware that hillsides were a problem here.
Now this is all gone.
Watch Living with Landslides, Wednesday at 9 on WCPO 9.
He's accused of stealing a plane and threatening to crash it into a Walmart. Corey Patterson, who works for Tupelo Aviation at the Tupelo, Mississippi airport, is now charged with grand larceny and making terrorist threats. Witnesses saw a small plane circling for hours after Patterson allegedly stole the airplane. And police said Patterson had previous flight experience, but he is not a licensed pilot. So officers made contact with him and convinced him to land.
After the initial threat,
NASA engineers will now look at the rocket and determine if the September 26th and 27th launch windows are a possibility. Well, it is the big weather story. We were talking about heavy rain in many areas. Some areas really just seeing inches of rain, and certainly that threat, Brandon, is not going away anytime soon.
No, and it's probably going to pick up even more so over the next couple of hours. Some heavier rainfall down off towards our south, moving off towards the north. So what that means is overnight tonight, get ready to hear some rumbles as you go through bed and sleep. You're going to have the pitter-patter of the rain on your roof, but maybe every once in a while that downpour could also be accompanied by a big rumble of thunder. We've had quite a bit of that out there today. Wider spread look, you see the heaviest rain just to the west of Lexington, but that moisture moving northward. We've got a line of thunderstorms north of Paris, Kentucky, moving north with that wider spread stratiform rainfall over northern Kentucky, southeast Indiana. The lightning activity is down towards our south for now. We've got that mainly just rainfall for now, but anybody seeing rain on top of what we've already had today is probably going to deal with the chance of flooding. Right now, light showers through portions of Batavia, out into eastern portions of Hamilton County. About to see a downpour pick up in Cincinnati. A flood advisory out for the Crittenden as well as Dry Ridge down to Owenton area. We're starting to see some more of that pick up, but it's out into southeastern portions of Switzerland County, just to the north and west of Vevey. As we zoom in there through Pleasant down to Vevey, we've had a lot of rainfall today. As you take a look, in fact, the 24-hour rain total pushing near 10 inches, 9.9 inches in Vevey. Everybody else between about an inch or two, with those in southwest Ohio, with places like Adams, as well as Brown and Highland County, not quite as much, but we're going to see more of that throughout the rest of the day. Here's a look at the last 12 hours. We had some road closures through portions of Switzerland County, north of Vevey, all because of this, and we did have a bridge north of Carrollton that did get washed out, all because of this rushing water. 6 to 9 inches in some spots over the last 12 hours. We could potentially see another 2 to 3 between now and Monday, which is why flooding is our main concern going forward. Through the overnight tonight, these wider spread showers start to fade away. We'll still hold on to some rain off and on throughout your Sunday. The good news is it won't be a washout like we've had today in many spots. A break here, there, excuse me. And as we head on into the evening, A break here or there, but we could still have a small chance at an isolated storm come 9 o'clock, which is important because of those fireworks, which will blast off shortly after 9. As far as rain, yes, it's back on Monday. Labor Day weekend is going to be more of a Labor Day soaker because of all that moisture we've had here this week. Monday, another chance at that rain. I'd say Monday probably more of a washout than Sunday. Here's a look at the potential rainfall between now and midnight Tuesday morning. You can see another quarter to a half an inch, or some spots another inch to an inch and a half. And if you're in Vivi, that's not the news you want to hear, because that's where we got the most rain out there today. Temperatures tomorrow as those fireworks fly. 72 degrees, still a hit or miss chance at some storms, and we'll have that covered throughout the day tomorrow, so make sure you are checking back. As far as Labor Day, I wish I had better news for you there, but it's not looking great. Scattered showers and storms pretty much all day long. And if you're thinking about doing that holiday tradition heading out to the Reds game tomorrow, Rockies versus Reds first pitch, not looking as good either, similar to what happened out there today. 68 tonight, lingering showers and storms, mostly cloudy. Tomorrow, we're looking at high temperatures right around 78. Yes, cooler than anything we're used to. As of late, still humid, and you're definitely going to be sweating through your shirt, even though temperatures are only into the upper 70s. Rain chances each and every day out of the next 8, but it looks like Monday is the best of the bunch. Unfortunately, that's the day most people have off.
All about that college football, including a game that you just saw live right here on WCPO, Ohio State and Notre Dame.
The stars were out there, including Joe Burrow, Sam Hubbard, and I wonder how LeBron James felt that a Roger Bacon kid, the same school that beat him in high school, scored a touchdown. I don't know.
I don't know about that.
We'll have to see. Plus, we're talking more Cincinnati Bearcats, and Caleb No, he was on site. He's going to break down the biggest storyline from today's loss. That more coming up in sports.
Catch Cash Explosion on your official lottery station, WCPO 9.
I'm sorry, Bearcats fans. It was a tough night. We already saw the highlights earlier in the show. UC lost 31-24 to Arkansas. One of the biggest storylines was that UC chose Ben Bryant as their starting quarterback over Evan Prater. Caleb No was on the sidelines for the whole game. Caleb, what did you think of the decision to start Bryant?
Well, there was good and bad. You know, I think Ben was pretty rattled after throwing that pick on the first possession of the game right over here. And there were several times where he did overthrow his receivers. 2 or 3 of those were on would-be touchdowns, too. I mean, like signed, sealed, delivered. This one was to
tease game. It was postponed tonight due to rain. They will play a doubleheader tomorrow starting at 12:10 p.m. That's it for sports. We'll be right back.
Working for you each and every day. Don't waste your money.
A World War II hero is still serving, but in a very different way. Carl Hall is 94 years old, and he's a hero to kids at Shriners Hospital in St. Louis. So since retiring in 1990, he dedicated his life to a different kind of service. So for the past 32 years, Hall has handed out smiles to everyone who walked through the door of the hospital. And he says all the work with the kids is what helps him feel young.
It's real helpful to your physical, mental, because you're helping kids get better. I've seen kids come in here that couldn't even walk or do anything. And when they leave, they're like a regular kid anymore. It's just amazing.
Oh, he's amazing. You know, Carl mans the toy stand to make sure every kid there leaves with a fond memory. And as how long he plans on doing this? Well, he says he's going to keep doing this as long as he can. You know who else is going to keep doing weather as long as he can? Brandon. He's been really, really busy tracking the rainfall, and everyone's going to be looking at you right now to see if any of those events are going to be potentially postponed or even canceled tomorrow.
Well, Marshall, you mentioned the Reds game, a doubleheader tomorrow. That's going to be rough. 2 games in tomorrow's weather. It's going to be very similar to today. We've got showers pushing here through the tri-state right now in northern Kentucky, dealing with the bulk of it, but we've got more on the way into tomorrow. Your Super 9-day forecast showing storm chances Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Tomorrow evening, the big deal, the fireworks show, 9 o'clock. Hit or miss storms, but I think we'll be okay.
Hopefully that's going to be okay, but that's just one more reason you got to watch WCPO tomorrow and tomorrow morning to get an update on everything weather. So, all right, we're back here tomorrow.